All right, everybody, we're back out here on these ditches. It's Wednesday, and we got a nice thunderstorm came through yesterday, and now the sun is shining and it's even more humid than it was yesterday. But luckily we're in a machine with pretty good air conditioning today, but it does have a lot of glass, so it gets a lot of sunlight, but the visibility is good. But so a little bit of a trade-off there. It does get a lot of sunlight through that cab, but AC does work pretty good. So we're back out here on these ditches. I'm back out on the main driveway. We're gonna finish this left side, and we got some more stuff to do, so let's take a look. All right, if you didn't see the last video, we're running this little Tamaguchi 3.5 ton Mini X with a rut brush cutter on it, brush slayer or brush eliminator, I forget which one. I think it's the brush slayer. So I got this whole right side of the ditch, this big front ditch, done yesterday, and then I just kind of worked my way on around to some other ditches back there behind the pond. Got one done and got about half of another one done, so I'm gonna knock this one out really quick this morning. It goes only about halfway down this left side. The right side goes all the way to the property line, but this one only goes down about halfway. So we'll knock it out really quick and then come back, do these two little short sides that go down to the property line right over there. We'll knock that out. So this whole front side will be done. And then we just got the rest of the one we were working on yesterday, and then the long one that's down, and then the other big canal ditch that runs parallel to it. So that's what we got. So let's keep at it and get this knocked down and make it look good. Well, finally this big front ditch is done. So we got, I'm not messing with that side. There's way too many bigger trees on that side of the ditch to worry about. You can't hardly get to that side of the ditch. So I just did the left side or the right side and got the bottom of it, and then all this is done through here. So looks a whole lot better than what it did. Got all that nice and cleaned up. So I'm gonna track back through here and we're gonna start that long, that really long skinny ditch. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get it knocked out today and see where we get with that. All right, guys, we're over here by the pond. Got some fishies down in there somewhere. He's got a whole herd of brim that live in this pond. So got the Kubota over here with little Munch. I just put some grease in the machine and sharpened the teeth nice and good. And the ditches are just about done, but I wanted to go ahead and get this part of this project done. We need to clean up along the bank of the pond here. So I'm just gonna come through here. We're gonna clean up. This is a big hillside right here. I think it's where they put a bunch of the spoils when they dug this pond years ago. So we're gonna clean up and clear all that out, and then do the same thing on the other side as well, just as far up as we can reach, and clean that up. And then we're gonna go around that corner and clean some of that stuff up along the trail there as well. And yep, and then try to get some more of those ditches knocked out today as well. So not much more of that left to do. So let's get this ground up. One quick side note, I don't have any AC in this machine right now, so I'm mulching with the door up just so I don't die in that thing, because it's really hot outside. I don't ever advise you mulch with an open cab machine, but we're just kind of mulching this little stuff down. I'm not too worried about it. If I was running the brush cutter, it'd be a whole different story. But we're gonna drop her off this week at Dobbs over in Ainer, and Mechanic Greg's gonna take a look at the AC and get that fixed for me. And then my client that has the U55 that he recently bought, he's gonna let me rent his for a couple of days so I'm not down a machine, which I appreciate that from him, letting me do that. I'm gonna pay him for that. So all right, let's get started. cleaned up. Both sides looking nice. I saved some of those little oak trees right there. The owner's got mostly pines and gums out here, so he likes to save any of the oaks that he can. So thought those might look nice. They might grow up into some nice oak trees right there on that little embankment right there. But yeah, all that looks a lot better than what it did before. Got all that cleaned up, kind of cleaned up the edges of the pond bank as well. We got all that looking nice. So cleaned up that little bit of the trail. All right, I got a little bit more ditches left to do, but not much. So I won't bore you guys with that. We don't have much left to do. The owner's over there on his tractor bush hogging today. So we're getting after it, getting stuff done. There he goes. Then the little coyote. Oh man, sitting in that thing with no AC was, I don't recommend it. Let's just say that. I don't recommend it. So she's going to the shop probably Wednesday or Thursday. And then I'll go get that other machine and rent it for a few days. It's got AC, thank God. So it's the same, it's a little bit newer U55. I think this is a 2014, his is a 2020, but the hookup here is the same on his it is on mine. So my mulchers, my buckets, all that stuff will still work. So that'll all work really well. Okay, we got a lot more stuff coming up. We got to go back down to the developer job. We got to do some stuff there with Little Munch as well. I got a ton of mulching work coming up. I'm going to try to get the disc mulcher out on a job this week as well. I've got a job for that I think is going to work really well, so we're going to go try it out on that. So stay tuned, a lot of stuff to come, and I will check you guys on the next one. Bye everybody.